Hey guys, welcome back to Genre 16. I am your host Javon, and today we're back for a brand new benchmark. It's Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition for the Nintendo Switch. That's right, we're testing out GTA 3 today on the YUZU emulator. I'm running my Intel i7-4790 with the AMD RX-570 4GB VRAM graphics card. I decided to start from the main menu because it does show that this one needs a lot of shaders to build in. So it normally will hit you at the zero. If you look at the bottom right, it's hitting you with 0 FPS a lot because it needs to build back in its shaders. This is actually the second time I'm launching this and it still needs to build back in those shaders again. My RAM usage is going through the roof. It takes a lot of RAM, man. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap to run GTA 3 on the Nintendo Switch YUZU emulator. But it does run. We're running everything on the default settings as usual per every video I do. As you can see. I actually don't even want to go to show you the config file this time because it might slow it down a bit too much, but you know, it runs.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. Small time.
You know, it's funny, GTA 3 was the first game I ever got on the PS2 and I never remember that scene. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Never remember that scene. But anyway, we're going to dive into some GTA 3. Like I said, once again, it hits you with another... We have to build shaders again, guys. But when you get into the gameplay, it does play quite fine. There are some texture issues, definitely. Obviously, some popping. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. But it was playable as far as I could see. Now, as you can see, that little orange thing at the bottom, that's saying that my RAM is at 75%. That's not a good sign. It means that I'm suffering right now. Basically dying because I need some RAM. It's really heavy.
Liberty City is in shock today as the police and emergency.
As you can see, look at the ground. It does that thing with follow, like when you disable the shadows and follow, and the shadow just seems to follow you. It does that. It definitely needs a lot of work in how it's doing, but the fact that we got anything from Grand Theft Auto Day 1 is impressive. I want to see if the other two will be like this as well, or will they be a bit different. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. If you would like to see me play this on integrated graphics instead, like the Intel 620 C620 or the RX-540, smash that like button. If we get about 20 likes, I'll do it on the integrated graphics as well, which I don't think it'll really work, but if I get the 20 likes, I will do it on the Intel HD620 or RX-540, either of your choice. But yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto 3, guys. I'm gonna skip past this cutscene now, and we're going to get into some gameplay. Give me liberty, boy. As you can see, I even left it not in full screen so that you can see it keeps constantly building shaders for the game. Obviously, look at the ground. It has some weird effects, you know. Stuff we've seen before. We've definitely seen this stuff before. So it's not going to be necessarily a smooth experience right off the bat, especially if you have lower RAM. A better CPU probably will be better as well. But hey, it runs nonetheless. This is GTA 3, guys. Fun times. I tried to uncap it at 60, but it didn't seem to work very well. So we're going to leave it like this for now. And I'm going to start driving. As you can see, once again, this is the shadow issue I was telling you about, where the shadow just kind of follows you. But once again, it runs. Like going into the, we've already done this and it still slows down. Obviously, once again, it's building shaders. I won't even full screen it because of the building of shaders. It's constant. It's more constant than any other game I've ever played on this. I've ever tested on the YUZU emulator. Definitely the shaders is it's definitely here. And I'm talking about Calamity. That Heroes of Hyrule Calamity was heavy. This is heavier. This is heavier with what it keeps putting out. I also gotta watch my RAM usage too, so it doesn't completely consume it. But once again, don't forget, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and smash that like button if you enjoy this type of content. And I'm gonna try to push out all these types of new games on my channel, as well as integrated graphics to show you how to get games running on lower end hardware as well. Subscribe for more epic content, guys. And we're gonna go around here a bit. I'm actually trying to be smart about this. I'm totally mashing up this car because at a certain area it's gonna stop me. That's why I'm worried. A certain area is going to stop me and it gets really blinding and it's like, my eyes. I actually don't remember coming down this road beforehand. Yep, so we're gonna build shaders again coming down this road. Cause it's an open world game, there's so much here that it has to keep building. My CPU can't handle that. He just totally drove into me. Why would he do that? But once again, this, like I said, this is the second attempt at the game. But I hadn't traveled very far in the first attempt, so building of shaders will be a constant here. Everywhere I go, it's gonna build shaders. This is what happens when you run an open world game, guys. But anyway, I think this is the end of the video for me here, where I end the video. As you can see, the shaders are a bit much, so you're gonna have to take your time with it. Obviously, pace yourself when you're playing the game. If you have a higher end system, it won't be as much of an issue. But if you have lower end than what I have here, what I have on offer, you may run into some issues. Probably need a little bit more RAM as well, so you will run into some issues if you don't have a higher CPU than I do. Oh crap. That light is like the death. Every time I came here, it crashes here. So that might be an issue, but I'll see you guys next time. This has been Grand Theft Auto 3, the Definitive Edition, for the YUZU emulator.